Dazzle, someone who is ready to go around the same time that the Dazzle will be. So yeah, guys, welcome to a beautiful best of 3, and you can't really ask for a funner draft to start it out there. Some old faces returning to the fold.
Rock'em sock'em.
Done your warm-up stretches, boss?
Oh, what a beauty!
Yeah. I think Liquid maybe just considering it too. Like, the Lina is one of the better heroes versus the Huskar in terms of that mid matchup. We've seen it used several times just for the double nuke value, and you actually have a chance of bursting down the Huskar when you're not expecting it. And then sometimes you'll just bring a secondary support to dual lane mid versus the Huskar, and you think about something like a Phoenix could have caused some problems, so they just don't opt for it in the end. And yeah, I'm just gonna watch mid, so
Yeah, I like the idea of that too. That sounds like a good option. Man, a very interesting draft, a very interesting laning setup for it as well. Kuro Phoenix seems pretty good to me, but the combination with the Darkseer, like, what is it that they're really going to be trying to sort of do? This can't be a kill lane, I'm sure, against a Juggernaut.
yeah, I think like we talked about the idea of maybe having the Dark Willow with like the Iron Shell and stuff, but once the Jug is picked, it becomes a all right, we're never gonna kill in this lane. So just constantly pushing the wave in under the tower, Iron Shells. Let's see if he does the triple Iron Shell when the waves meet. Looks like he won't be there in time. Oh yeah, he'll be there in time. We'll see. And Kuro just goes in past the Radiant Ward, so he might get scouted out here if he goes to plant anything.
He does have that ward in his backpack, so they'll be able to ping him as he comes back this direction, or maybe he TPs
he's going for
in.
a courier snipe.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're ready for it though.
Yeah, they're going to place down that ward and then sit pretty for the moment. Mid one, so far, having an okay time for himself. Let's see how this looks. Are you getting any lag at all? I feel like I'm getting a little bit coming through.
No, mine looks normal.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't have Marvelous Mrs. Madam playing in the background?
I'm pretty sure that I don't.
Alright, cool. Just check.
If it keeps on stuttering a little bit, then I might need to make a couple quick changes, which would be tragic and awful, and just the icing on top of the crab sandwich. But mid lane.
Yeah, mid one. He finds that space there with the level 2 up and the wave pushing in before the level 2's there for the Lina, so he's just able to walk her down without any threat. Quite a bit of harass on, but he's also out of regen at the moment because he hasn't been able to bring his courier out.
Yeah. Well, Kuro has just not come to a lane so far. I mean,
and now he's scouted again on that ward.
Yeah. I mean, mid one is not getting anything brought out to him in the mid lane at all, so that's at least something that you can say positive about it. But they're kind of like keeping this pressure on just by not showing Kuro in any of the lanes right now, and because of that, mid one not able to get those items out towards him, but he still has been able to remain relatively even. And the other big story is Juggernaut right now 7 and 10 so far, as Mind Control is going to try and pull this creep wave past, and Puppy wanting to chase him down and cause some more trouble here. Does have another Frostbite in a second, dodges away. Clarity keeps on working, and if you can get a deny here on the range, not gonna happen. Control,
man,
that hit.
Still juking that Iron Shell at 277 move speed. What a player.
Damn. And another Frostbite gonna go out, and the punching is going to continue, although Puppy, he won't have another Frostbite, but he does have Mangoes, so they can't go for any type of TPOA play or anything for Mind Control here. Weird lanes.
Just a little.
Yapsor, top lane, going to be the first blood. And it was just some brambles thrown on top of one of the stuns, and still showing that this is a lane to be feared. Wraith King and Dark Willow.
Kuro in the neighborhood, maybe hoping for an easy kill on the rotation back in, but Yapsor is going to head mid. I don't think that was scouted by the Dire. No, it was. Okay. So Kuro knows that there is a little shaker rotating around like this, and Miracle will just play a bit cautious.
Playing it safe. This is what we were talking about, that potential rotation, but Miracle not letting himself become a target. Top lane.
Yeah, remember, he has a ward that extends
damage.
all the way to here, guys. So he is fully aware of exactly where this shaker is.
Yeah. Oh, poison touch goes out. The Fisher's there. Doing a good bit of the right click, though. Is going to be able to find with the light strike, Corey. Maybe Miracle able to turn this one back around. Can they get the kill in time? They kill off the Dazzle, and they're going to lose YapzOr to boot. Okay.
Yeah, the difference there, just the stick on the Dazzle and no stick on the Lina. So even though they knew it was coming, they were ready for those rotations in an instant. The fact that the stick was there from the Dazzle, maybe not factoring that in, or just thinking they'd have the damage in time. You saw how close it was to almost killing both without even losing the Lina, so...
Yeah. All right. Well, 3-1 so far, and GH going to be able to protect this DD rune for his Lina. Team Liquid doing a really good job right now of just sort of making sure that they have rune control always. And Kuro's still sitting around here mid lane. They want to try and put the hurt onto mid one.
Zai gets a toss way up top into the tower onto Matu with the wave coming through. Takes about 80% of his HP, but he has another self.
Still, this sort of strange battle continues down bottom. Mind Control versus Puppy. Mind Control
Nisha
so far
could not be
good time.
happier, though. Like, Jug is going to be one of the most satisfying last hit heroes. It's like Jug and AM. And he just, under the tower, he's 28 and 19 at the moment. Every single deny, easily his. But at the same time, at least Mind Control is starting to get something now. So grab one full wave and get himself up to 15.
Top lane, Zai decides that he wants to run away from here, but will eventually be brought down by the Dark Willow. GH finds himself the kill. And with that, the bounty runes. Secret pick up one on bottom side, though. Second one as well.
They push out Kuro, who's trying to make a play up there. He ends up having to dive north towards his base, so... Definitely not a whole lot you can do versus the old Darkseid. All right, and now they're rotating all the heroes out, so they're gonna hold the Fisher. Yeah,
Oh
okay,
my
we
God.
bring.
They're
This is
bringing
one way to do
everybody.
it.
They're going to go for the spin now, and Mind Control, chase down, is eventually going to pay the price as they get the kill, but they also going to lose
Times
mid
to
one.
do
Mid.
it. Yeah, that was also the siege wave bottom, so that was a pretty costly time to go for that play.
Unfortunate. It was also going to be Miracle getting that level 6 and able to find that kill at that point. Just a little bit of advantage. over the Dazzle.
Ugh. That's so much damage. All for... That's 1,000 damage to your tower for a Darkseer. And now he's just right back at it.
Oh, they're prepping for this rotation from YapzOr. Liquid in the area. They're going to find the stun now and don't quite hit on the brambles, though. And the Avatos for the turnaround. Zai makes it happen. The Cursed Crown is going to connect. But they will eventually be able to chase down this Dark Willow here. It looks like GH trying to hide his way through the trees. Does have an avenue out of here, but Zai is going to be in the area. The toss, the Enchant Totem, Fairy Fire, but eventual death.
Was able to buy up the urn at least. And did not lose his last raindrop. Was getting close. So, won't cost him anything extra. What's our Dazzle sit at now? 28 and 6? Not bad. I thought that would be worse. Especially with all that camping mid. And like delaying his courier and everything. Bit of a level disadvantage.
A little bit. Let's pull one behind in a bit there. But as you said, it's sort of the space for Nisha, who is top right now of the net worth and also has an Omni Slash ready to go on Mind Control here. He wants to try and go for the solo kill. It'd be a big one. Moving into position, phase boots back off cooldown. Mind Control chases. He's trying to get in there and the Omni Slash as the surge was going to wear off so he can find the kill afterwards. Nisha, player.
Yeah, because you're watching, you're like, man, he's still waiting, but just getting that maximum range possible, because as he said, he has to make sure that he can chase him post-Omni with the spin for the kill.
And making sure that he had his phase boots up also before he like showed himself there on the way. But they are going to see if they can get some revenge here. They do have a spin on Nisha moving in. Light Strike Array needs to be how they open this one up, and they are going to find it. Reaction's not quick enough. And wow, top lane, more going on. So 7-6, a very action-packed first 8 minutes.
Yeah, quick 2 kills right back onto the Phoenix and the Wraith King. So support-wise, that puts Yapsor at the top now as well. About 900 gold in towards his Blink Dagger, already having the Tranquils. And if he's going to be kind of in tandem with Zai, this is a nice way to start. Zai, not exactly a lot higher than his Earthshaker. In fact, this whole game is pretty close. You look at like the gap between the Tiny and the Dark Willow, it's only 800 gold, for example. We have Lina and Jug kind of above everyone else, but then there's just this blob of heroes in the middle.
Yeah.
6 of them, all relatively close in net worth.
Well, they will find GH now. He's sitting at the bottom of that blob and might drop down a little bit further if they can fully commit for him, but it looks like he's just going to be able to walk away. No real worry about it. Already has his urn done. And just going to see if he can get a little bit of harassment out onto Nisha, it looks like, or go for the last hit on the grape. But yeah, mind control. I would say this has been pretty successful so far for what I've seen from Darkseers recently, which is just nothing.
I mean, you made them pick a Jug, so that's got to be bonus points right there alone.
Fair enough.
And the mid game for Darkseer typically is, as he's playing on the dark side, he's likely going to be controlling this whole area of the map and just pressuring in the tower, farming up these camps, and then TPing into fights when necessary, and it's like a constant threat down there. But there is pretty good pick-off, like a Juggernaut as well as an Earthshaker and a Tiny. Those are 3 heroes that can just show up and have enough damage to burst you down instantly, unless you have like a full pipe and everything, so it'll be a little while before he feels very secure making these kind of plays. It's not the best Greaves game either, so there's some disadvantages there for the Darkseer too.
Nisha to be wary and mind control. They have Omni Slash available yet again. Vacuum up to the clip. Nice play by mind control, getting out of there. That was the death zone, and now Yapsor rooted, gonna be stunned. They're still looking for their opening here. Puppy throws out the Crystal Nova, but already Yapsor is dead, and with the Poison Touch run away, they're gonna go for the jump forward mind control, or rather Matumba Man. They will be able to stop him. Puppy again putting the kibosh on it as mid one kills off GH, and Nisha still looking for an opening here with the Omni Slash. I don't know if he's gonna quite be able to find it. He's thinking about it. Went up on a high ground, but Miracle is there with the Light Strike Array, and good patience being shown. 2,000 gold lead already for Secret. Sister on sister action. Puppy doesn't get the gravy, doesn't have the levels in it. Now Nisha wanting to find the kill in the Miracle. If he can get him there, Light Strike Array dodges away from it and kills mind control instead. Nisha not being baited into a bad position there.
Past couple days, Nisha has looked pretty incredible at a couple plays. Like, that was a really nice, just these small maneuvers, like the way he hit the first Omni Slash, and then that where he backed away from chasing Alina through the fog to just get the guaranteed kill in the Darkseer. Pretty slick stuff.
Yeah, very impressed by him so far.
GH?
That was not how that's meant to go.
Thanks for the gold.
Oh, jeez. And you could see the idea there on GH, like wanting to go in for the Shadow Roam and then deny on the tower, but a little bit too bold, and he gets punished. And now Secret are really rolling. 4,000 net worth lead at 11 minutes in. And this is the type of lineup that you mentioned in the draft can just kind of snowball from here.
Now's not a good time to attack the Dire.
See if they can keep it going. I mean, structure is also pretty important, so just the bottom one. Now they go mid. I'm really curious as to what mid one's going to build. I know he's been all on the Dagon hype train is, Kuro in their face. I hope he's off the hype train for now. Zai, Matu.
Take down one life. Moving in with the Shadow Realm. They have the secondary stun. Yapsor looking to move into position. They have the toss back, and everybody from Liquid in trouble, but never mind.
I mean, that's
still a Dark Willow.
That's the Dazzle no grave, but it's okay. He's got Max Poison and Matu.
Oh, Nisha, he chases. He's gonna find that kill. You see, everybody leaves so I can get this one solo. That's what I want.
Smart. Alright, mid one. That poison getting on both of them, brutal. Not often you get to see it maxed out so early, of course, with our support dazzles. You generally want to get a couple points in grave, one would hope. But aura items is what I was kind of looking towards for mid one. Looks like he's going for a Yules.
Okay.
Trying to keep the survivability up. But like maybe some drums or a helm too. I don't know. I feel like we're into the pushing mode here, but at the same time, it feels like they don't even need those big aura items. They're already getting a pretty big advantage against Liquid in these team fights. And when you have someone like the Phoenix that's so level hungry before you can really join and feel impactful in the team fights, and geez, speaking of level hungry and impact in team fights, Darkseer is probably one of the most notorious heroes for that. This helm build is a lot better than the previous versions of Darkseer in terms of like helping out early, but it can still be difficult to be involved in the earliest parts of the game.
Yeah, and as you said, it's sort of this weird dynamic where you can't really do much. The most impactful play I feel like we felt from Mind Control so far has been that vacuum up the high ground, and then a couple of good surges here and there, but it's like it does feel like he just doesn't offer anything in the fights yet, particularly because they don't have that melee support hero that just gets on top of people with ion shells. So it's feeling like it's going to be a tough road for the next couple of minutes for Team Liquid here. Secret, they have a lot of minus armor. Do you think that you start going towards something like a Roshan in the near future? Or? Oh.
I mean, he has a blink on the app source. That really wouldn't have mattered all too much.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
Roche is definitely a possibility as mid one gets the kill onto Matu there with the help of Poppy's ultimate, and that ulti must have been about another minute away, as it was just level 1 when he died. But yeah, I mean, you have Healing Ward, you have Dazzle. Go ahead, head into the Roche pit. Maybe Yule's. I don't know if you even need the Solar Crest on mid one this game. It's been another pretty common item. It's currently hitting for about 203 damage.
Jeez.
That's why I like the Helm though, for that attack speed. He's so slow right now.
That's fair.
That Helm's been nerfed a few times.
Making it work a little bit. Nisha gets the spin off. There is going to be the jump in, the Echo Slam. Yapzor caught them both. They kill off the bird before the sun comes out. And now with the search for Matumba Man trying to find a little bit of redemption for his squad. He still has his ultimate on cooldown, I believe, also. So if they are able to find this kill on Matumba Man in the next 15 seconds, things could look a little bit better. Moving forward, Nisha, he's trying to stay on top of Mind Control as well as Miracle. They're going for the fear. They do manage to find it. The vacuum back, they can't hit him though with the toss. And now it is going to be Liquid paying the price. Oh. For just a moment, it looked beautiful, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah. There was such a close LSA there. Oh, Kuro, he's in there.
Let's get the kill.
There was an LSA there from Miracle where he was trying to hit just the moment the spin ended for Nisha, but he just dodged outside of it, and then with the help of Zai, of course, coming in with that turnaround, made sure they secured it. Because in the at the beginning, it was just an echo for a Phoenix, which is good because you're taking that out, but then it kind of looked like Liquid were going to find their own path back as Kuro, he's being destroyed by this poison touch. He has 1 armor, and this physical nuke has been annihilating him.
That was unreal.
Yeah, people, they never expect the poison touch. How much damage that skill does. Goes down to 18 seconds cooldown, but 50 damage per second, particularly when you have the weave on him. It's just deadly.
Oof.
So 16 minutes in, 4,000 gold lead.
That's a
I will
necro.
say, oh, who's got that?
Matu.
Just level 1 and then going back for the Radiance? He wants his skeletons to have friends. That's what it is.
I
You know,
think
he's a
that's what it
loving
is.
father. And
Some mentors.
Exactly. Be like these guys. Or just get destroyed, and Matumba Man looking like he is going to not have his ultimate up for that one as they avalanche, they toss, they find themselves Kuro. Can't quite find the kill, but Secret just running all over him.
Yeah, they did get the kill onto Nisha up top though in combination with the Dark Willow and Melina, so at least there was that. But speaking of Dark Willow,
Throws out the fear, possibly. Gonna be caught by the avalanche though. Didn't really stand a chance. Secret. I'm liking what they're doing, but it's still Liquid that are always being able to find something on the other side of the map, it feels like. Gonna ulti for the Centaur Conqueror. That's 200 gold.
there's another wave coming in too.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's the best use of a CM ulti.
I like it. Force him to get a different creep.
Looks like he'll be the drum buyer perhaps too. Yep, purchased up by Puppy. Now that is nice, getting that on your support in a lineup like this.
Yeah. And having the gold for it on her too. Not often that you end up seeing that.
The
Another
Necros!
chase. Catching Matumba Man. Almost getting him the tree toss. Is it going to be enough with the poison touch damage over time? He is actually going to die again to it. They do take down the Dazzle. But my god, the amount of damage coming out from their mid this game is pretty insane. And Zai going to throw out the 3-person avalanche. Jump forward from Miracle with the Surge. Crystal Nova, they got the Supernova now. And that should be about the end of the fight, it looks like, unless they go in for a second round afterwards. Yapzor looking for the dunk. He has the blink, but he can't find the angle. And they do jump onto one. Nisha having the Omni Slash, chases forward onto Mind Control. Miracle looking for the Light Strike Ray, a little bit off the mark. The timing was not there. She was spinning forever.
Just the sense of Nisha too to spin before seeing anyone, right?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't present any sort of a risk by trying to hold his spin until he sees someone actually going for a play or something, just recognizing that the Shadow Blade Mules can be there.
And here's their move into the pit. God, everything that you could want, even the drums now, on top of the healing ward. And Scan comes out to see if anybody might rotate. Dire anticipating a gank, but maybe seeing that, we'll realize that there's a potential for Roche. Don't know if they're going to be able to get here in time.
No damage here. Up to almost 40 armor.
God, it's pretty insane. Power of the weave. So, state of the game? Talk to me a little bit about how you're feeling. Although, actually, we have to hold that thought. Don't talk to me about anything. That's a dead Kuro. And now, looking for Miracle. They have the dust. They drop down a sentry. They get him the Echo Slam. Nisha, he is going to find him, and they don't even have to use the Omni Slash. Oh, it's on cooldown anyways. They get the kill. Trent, they're killing him.
Then they definitely can't use it. Facts. Stay in the game. There's definitely pressure on Secret, it feels like, to like kind of push forward. You know, get a high ground sooner than later. Just kind of feels like one of those games you're running a core dazzle that you want to move that way, but even then, I mean, this core dazzle, he bought himself a Glimmer Cape. Pretty smart call from mid one. There's always the options of, oh, actually, there's not. You can't disassemble anymore, right? Because of our... Some people had to go ahead and ruin that.
Unbelievable.
Those damn Keeper the Light players. But it just helps people who are Graves. Tons of magic damage from Dark Side, as we talked about, kind of negating a lot of physical aspects. That was a pretty cool use of the Dark Willow to easily kill the healing ward.
Yeah, that's really smart. Terrorize going out as well as the Supernova. The Terrorize only hits onto one. Nisha going to go for the spin into killing the egg. They take it down, and now in more trouble. They're throwing out the CM ulti. Matumba Man down to low HP. He does have his Omni Slash back up. Thinking about going on or saving it for afterwards with the Aegis as Matumba Man comes back to life. Already the Jug very low, but gets the Omni Slash off now. Connecting on it too. Didn't quite finish off Miracle though, and they are eventually going to be able to burn through that Aegis, but already the Dark Seer dead. Was the buyback from Kuro. Can they kill him off in time? Almost taking down Zai solo. Miracle gets out alive.
Yeah, Zai went for the chase down. That's a big survival there. As there was no buyback for that Lina. Oh, actually, there was. My bad.
It's all good, man.
There was a buyback from Crow used. But, man, the second this draft ended, I'm sure Crow was like, all right, guys, do not ever expect an egg. Like, Jug has always been one of the hard counters to the Phoenix because you can just spin and kill it, and they don't have anything that pierces through BKB on the Dire side to try and stop him during that spin.
No. Well, and
what can you really ask for?
The levels on Kuro too, just having that level 1 ulti, it feels so ineffectual at this point. Like, at least if it was up to 8 hits, then you start to get into a situation where maybe he doesn't kill it in the duration of his spin, and then you can make something happen afterwards, but it just went down so quickly.
So it is a tier 3 though for Team Secret. Means they can likely take their little death ball and move in towards these shrines relatively easily. And a Shadow Blade for Yapzor. And this is that kind of threat on Mind Control too, where like you want to be across these two side lanes and trying to play deep with your Ion Shells and keep it pushed out, but very difficult with the heavy amount of pickoff available for the Radiant side.
They just have to stay together now consistently, with the exception of Miracle down bottom, who's hoping to make things happen. We didn't mention it during the laning stage that much, I don't think, but Zai had that casual ring of protection there, just to deal with the pressure coming from the Dark Willow and the Wraith King. I kind of like that little play.
Yeah, this smoke up here, probably why you're seeing the Radiant team so balled up, despite them being the ones ahead and everything, that they know that this is one of those times where you go for this move as the Dire team, try and catch people farming alone. So just staying together as one, going around getting some D-wards on. Almost time for a gem for the Radiant. They want to completely push Liquid into their base, but Liquid not playing too scared right now. Miracle been down in this bottom half of the map for a while. Gets a ton done. Will push the wave all the way into the tower. And they also get some deep vision here. Maybe hoping that one hero might stray back and they can find themselves a pickoff.
Yapzor, he actually pinged out in the jungle saying that this is where they're playing at, though. So I think that they have an idea that this.
I mean, Kuro's grabbing the wave, so.
Yeah, they know.
Well, the mid dive.
That hurts. I feel like that's one though where he was almost kind of okay with dying there. Although it is 60 seconds because of the buyback. I guess
it is space for a BKB though for Miracle, so there is that.
Tactical feeding. 24 minutes into the game.
Dota 2.
The 6,000 gold lead for Team Secret. And I was coming into this kind of anticipate. Oh, is Yapzor going to find GH? They get the punch. Oh, and they see him. And now the fissure comes out. Dark Willow is going to go for the terrorize. The TP away afterwards. Mid one where he get in position. He gets the Yule Scepter lift up. Oh, that hurts. That would have been a really sick play to get him out, but does not happen. And they are going to end up losing the Darkseer over here as well. Battle brewing off to the side. Matama Man gets out. They lose 2.
But where were the Necros? They're just farming jungle. Where's my team? How am I just getting Omni Slash? Maybe that was part of his reason for the Necros. Was for the Omni.
More targets for him.
It's genius.
His skeletons and his Necros.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, okay, it's kind of a cool little idea. I don't know if it's working out.
It only works if they're there, so.
That's true. So tier 2 tower gonna fall down in the bottom lane. Team Secret right now.
Miracle is gonna find a lone puppy. Hello.
Crystal Maid.
I always was the good one.
You love the flavor.
Tell her, sister. Get her.
Right.
Looks like Yapzor is eyeing that gem next to.
Liquid are finding a place for themselves in these games, and
but at the other hand, it is 2 more units for Echo Slam. So there's ups and downs here.
It's true. The Necros giveth, Necros take us away. But Tumba Man keeps the farm going with them, and Secret looking like they're not really trying to take anything outside of just clear pickoffs until they can get into the next Roche fight, which is still a minute away. I was looking for the Helm of the Dominator creep there, couldn't quite get the catapult. Now hiding because there is nobody really showing on the map right now for Team Liquid.
They got this ward over here though, so spotting. They just saw Lina, they see the Wraith King, and so just those Crimson Wraith King skellies, by the way, very nice, Matu. Pay to win Wraith King in action here.
Got so many of them. Heal Scepter. Curse Crown's not going to connect on the mid one. They will push out this creep wave.
Pretty bad signs here for Secret, I would say. Over the past, since they took the tier 3, they have stabilized the net worth on the side of Liquid. They haven't lost the top shrine, which is definitely the more important one. It's obviously next to Roche. And there's a lot of pickoff. Again, I mean, this is the Shadow Blade is now done for Xylo, so this definitely ups the ante a little bit. But the fact that it was there for the Earthshaker already, and Yapzor still hasn't found any real initiations with it, other than the kill onto GH. They've still been playing pretty deep with these Liquid's heroes, and now Miracle has moved from a BKB right into the plate mail and is on his way to the AC to try and help with that physical resistance against the Radiant team. Kuro, well, he's doing his thing still.
GH walks back into it here, and is going to end up being punished. Maybe thinking he can try and save somebody. And the Omni Slash also onto Mind Control. 3 die in the space of less than 30 seconds.
And that's what we've been waiting for with all this pick off again. It's just like, it's shocking how much Liquid was able to push out and everything. And the Blink Dagger there from Nisha paying off big. So it is time to push down this middle lane and get themselves a set of racks.
Miracle keeps the pressure off down on the bottom side here, but it is, like you said, time to make the plays. And Nisha spots out Matumbo Man, gets the Diffusal Blade off.
They might only be able to force Glyph here, because the respawns are coming back soon.
Bottom lane. Find one. This is Miracle in some trouble. Poison Touch on him. They already have the detection. Can they kill him off in time? Almost enough damage. He's going to live, though. It's like back in Fountain. Fine.
Not even close. Totally fine. Alright, so they didn't get any pressure in the mid lane during all that either because they had to respond to Miracle. So him playing down his bomb half map pays off again. And despite losing 3 heroes, well, now 4, that's a bit worse.
20 mana away from ulti after the Diffusal Blade came out there on him. He really wants that level 20. Now GH with the ward up on high ground. They just spawn him. Avalanche taunts back in onto Miracle. He is caught. He is going to be killed off as well, it looks like. Mind Control slowed down for the moment. A vacuum wall onto absolutely everybody. So a lot of Illusions going to be fighting against Secret in this next engagement. But are they going to be able to accomplish anything afterwards?
Oh, no, the CM Aura, you had it. Don't let her die.
Only a second, but no buyback on the Dark Willow or the Wraith King. They find the Phoenix yet again. He does have the Supernova, but cannot get it out, and they can buy back on him if they want to. But it looks like Secret are going to be content taking down this barracks, and Liquid struggling to find answers for this 12,000 net worth lead off the back of a mid-dazzle, but more importantly, Nisha, who's just been playing out of his mind.
And roast number 2.
Easy peasy here for them.
There's almost a Radiance for Matu. Yeah, pretty big help in some of these engagements. Yapzor, he's getting a little close here.
He's thinking.
Doing some quick maths.
They do have the Radiance recipe.
This'll come in handy.
Maybe anticipating a movement up to high ground there, but they won't find it. Liquid is going to have to try and wait out this Aegis, I guess. I mean, what is the game plan really for Liquid? What are they trying to do now?
Well, wait, hold, try and see if some of these cores will fall off, split push a bit. It's very difficult, again, to split push, because there's obviously a lot of pick off here from the side of Secret, but so far they've been doing much better than I ever would have imagined. So, the bottom lane is all the way out. They're hoping that someone's going to have to go back for that, and they're going to look for a smoke gank to punish, and they are correct that Yapzor is the one down there. So, a dire scan first sees that there's no one directly ahead of them, and now they are approaching into the invis tiny, so make sure that detection's ready.
They turn off the Radiance on Matumba Man. They're walking up on a high ground. They find mid 1. They can't quite get it with the Wraith Blast. That Glimmer Cape coming into effect. The Avalanche tossed back onto 2. They found him. Mind Control Miracle in trouble, but they immediately turn out onto the Supernova Egg. It is going to die. Can they make anything else happen here, Nisha? They're able to Manta dodge away from the stun. They pull him back in yet again, though. That Avalanche is going to come out second round. They do manage to get the Grave, though, and Nisha living through this for the moment. They catch out the Lina. That's only the Aegis. And this entire fight, Yapzor hasn't been there. He's hanging on to this Echo Slam, ready to go forward for the chase onto Mind Control as they get him with the Enchant Totem. And Secret doing it big here in this game number 1.
Yeah, excellent grave there from mid 1, and he's right back on it. The Madman, stop buying Dagon, they said, and he refuses. And there it is.
At minute 32 minutes 22 seconds.
Someone send back that courier. Get this man his item.
All right, Team Secret, 19,000 net worth lead. They jump forward. They found themselves the Lina. Miracle has been food over and over again. So too has been Kuro, as he is going to be controlled up. The Matumba Man, Wraith King, still looking for any type of a fight here. It's just not happening. They have the Bedlam out onto Zai. They do take down the healing ward, but I don't know if it's going to be quite enough in the end.
More than 2 kills.
As Zai finds a double kill, and GG is called Team Secret in a stomp in this one.
Very nice. I mean, pretty cohesive draft and all. I would say some unusual picks from both sides, right? Getting ourselves a Darkseer and then the counter pick in the Jug, but it was really nice to have a Jug pick that had a couple different reasons why it was good. It's a natural diffusal builder versus the Wraith King, which came into play. You had yourself